the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful. Surely being turned to thee, O Allah, trying to be upright. To him who originated the heavens and the earth, and I am not from among the polytheists. Surely my prayer and my sacrifice, my life and my death, are all for Allah, the Lord of the worlds. No associate has thee, in this I am commanded. I am of those who submit. O Allah, thou art the King. There is no God but thee. Thou art my Lord, and I am thy servant. I have been greatly unjust to myself, and I confess my faults. So grant me protection against all of my faults, for none can grant protection against faults but thee. And guide me to the best of morals, for none can guide me to the best of morals but thee. And turn away from me the evil and the indecent morals, but none can turn away from me the evil and the indecent morals but thee. And, O Allah, make Muhammad successful, and make the true followers of Muhammad successful, as thou did made Abraham and the true followers of Abraham successful. For surely thou art praiseworthy and magnified, and O Allah, bless Muhammad, and bless the true followers of Muhammad, as thou did bless Abraham and the true followers of Abraham, for surely thou art praiseworthy and magnified. Ameen. May be seated. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and I bear witness that Muhammad is his messenger. I greet you all in the greeting words of peace and of paradise, as we say in the ancient Arabic language of our ancestors, Assalamu alaikum. How's everyone doing this morning? Give yourself a round of applause for being here on time this morning. Give yourself a round of applause for being on time here this morning. All praise is due to Allah. We thank you for your time as we return back to Muhammad's Mosque number 12 once again to share more of these life-giving teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. We want to thank all those who assisted with our DVR regional cookout yesterday. Let's give them a round of applause. Our laboring staff and all the believers. Praise be to Allah, had a great time, and inshallah, there'll be better times in the future. We also had a great study group on Friday leading up to the cookout, praise be to Allah. And it just showed me something that I shared with some of the believers, that it's really not just about the meeting. It's not really just about the cookout and the food, but it's the activity of the people. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has given his all to black people in the world. Is that right? All praise is due to Allah. He has shown us that what we bring to the work and what we bring to life is generally what we get out of the work and what we get out of this life. So we have to bring good energy. Is that right? We have to bring good attitude. Is that right? We have to bring a love for self, a love for God, and a love for the people if we want to be successful in anything that we do. Our lessons ask us, is there a mystery God? Is there a mystery God? Emphatically no, all praise is due to Allah. And we thank the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan for giving to us a mission, for giving to us a purpose, for giving to us meaning in our lives. We should never wait for something to happen before we do. Is that right? We should never wait for someone else to do for us which we have the ability to do for ourselves. We'll be so much more productive. We'll be so much more happy when we do something for ourselves and when we come together and make things happen for self. All praise is due to Allah. But it's only by Allah's grace, and that we're only what we are willing to give in this cause that will make us successful. We thank Allah for the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad for giving his life for the resurrection of his people. We thank Allah for his wise choice in his messenger and in the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad grew to love his teacher, is that right? He grew to accept his mission. And with the help of God, who came in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, he raised a nation. Master Fard Muhammad, the great Mahdi, said to him, "You shall never be that which you are now. Never shall it be anything that you cannot reach. You will never suffer that which you need if you will come follow me and help me. put our people on top of civilization. Has Allah done that? Yes, sir. Go ahead. Has he not raised a nation within a nation? Has he not raised a messenger in our midst in the wilderness of North America? Yes, in the last days, is not a sun rising in the west? Was not a Georgia-born black man born from Nazareth and the most honorable Elijah Muhammad? Have they not raised for us after 90 years a divine servant and a divine Messiah and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan? All praise is due to Allah. All praise is due to Allah. But that begs the question, what are we waiting on? Praise be to Allah. We thank Allah for the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan for giving all in his power to the world, to the nation of Islam, and giving all in his power to God. Giving everything in his power for the cause of truth and liberation for our people here in America and around the world. Y'all all right? Yes, sir. Praise be to Allah. Good to see all your faces this morning. Minister Farrakhan is a humble man. Minister Farrakhan is a civilized man. And the key to his success really is that he loves his God and that he loves his teacher, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. All praise is due to Allah for Minister Farrakhan. He said one day, the messenger looked me in my face and told me, brother, I did not make you. And Minister Farrakhan responded, but the only man I know that made me is you. He didn't pay me no attention. He said, brother, I didn't make you. What'd he say? Allah made you for me. Minister Farrakhan said, while I was ignorant to that fact, he asked me if I would accept the mission that God gave him and commit myself to this work of the resurrection of our people. So all praise is due to Allah. The minister was sitting in these same seats that we're sitting in. Is that right? The minister was given the same mission that was given to the most honorable Elijah Muhammad from the great Mahdi in person, Master Fard Muhammad. So we have a duty today, brothers and sisters, and we'll talk more about that in a few. We thank you for submitting to our brief check procedure. Not made to inconvenience you, but we must have structure, must have order in a new and civilized society. America's God is guns, oil, and drugs. Is that right? Gambling and prostitution. The mentality is do or die. But Minister Farrakhan says separation or what? Death. You don't have to go along to get along today. Is that right? There's a freedom of choice because we have a Messiah in our midst. So we have some good news for you today, that it's time for a new way. In the Holy Quran, chapter 99, it says, in the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, when the earth is shaken with her shaking, and the earth brings forth her burdens, and man says, what has befallen her? On that day, she will tell her news. Did Minister Farrakhan say, watch the weather? Many more today have faith in their guns than they do their God. Many in America are very adamant and serious about their Second Amendment rights to bear arms, even up to the White House. But we want to be equally as serious and equally as adamant that there's no God but Allah who appeared in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, who took weapons out of our hands. Is that right? And said, have faith in your God, and have faith in yourself, and have faith in your people. Mr. Farrakhan said, unite. Is that right? And you will want for nothing. Our weapon today is truth and justice. He said God's judgment is on America because of the mistreatment of his people, the so-called Negroes, so-called African Americans. His judgment will be through what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, rain, hail, snow, and what? Earthquakes. Y'all been watching the weather? If you've never prayed in your life, you will pray when the earth starts shaking underneath your feet. Why not pray today, though? Why not trust God today? Why not watch the weather, as Minister Farrakhan has told us? The minister has been publicly silent for the last, or nearly 2 years. But he said he's being silent so God can speak. Do we hear God? Are we listening? Are we reading the Final Call newspaper? All praise is due to Allah. What other leader do we know that speaks like this? That connects his message to God. The most honorable Elijah Muhammad said, as God created the present heaven and earth out of nothing, so will God in the person of Master Fard Muhammad build a new heaven on earth from nothing, a people who are nothing, so that this world will have no claim on the making of the new people of the new heaven on earth. He said heaven on earth. Did y'all catch that? Yes, are we watching the weather? See, man plans and Allah plans, but who's the best of planners? Say it again. Who's the best of planners? Who's the best of planners? Let's give praise and thanks to Allah, who came in the person of Master Fard Muhammad. All praise is due to Allah. The hottest year ever on the earth recorded was 2024. Did you know that? The last 10 years have been the hottest years on record since 1850. 2024 was the most extreme year for forest fires on record. 2004 was the worst tornado season, with a total of 1,819 tornadoes. But 2024 had 1,753 tornadoes, which makes 2024 the second worst year for tornadoes. See? 2024 is now considered the second most active year on record. We are now entering the peak of hurricane season. Did you all see Hurricane, what was the name? Aaron? You know hurricanes don't have names, is that right? That's God. But if you notice the track of these storms, they're picking up with more and more intensity faster. These storms can go from category 1 or 2 to 5 in a matter of hours. More on that another time. There was an 8.8 earthquake off the coast of Russia that shook Asia, it shook Europe, and even shook Hawaii. There was a tsunami warning for the entire coastline of California, which is 840 miles approximately north to south. See, why am I saying these things to us? The minister's telling us that God is speaking through the weather. Look what he says. He says something is happening in America. We have churches, we have mosques, we have synagogues, but the streets are filled with crime, violence, and the abuse of women and children. Right outside the church, right outside the mosque, if our religion is only for the four walls and the people within them, then we have failed. I say this because we have spent money to make a beautiful building, but that is not what God is interested in. If we don't make beautiful people to come in and out of that building doing the will and the work of God, then all of this means nothing. As we begin to close, what is our why today? Anybody ever heard that question? What's your why? What drives you? What motivates you? What gets you out of bed in the morning? It should be God, is that right? But a lot of times we're asking, why is life so difficult? A lot of times we're asking, why won't white people accept us? A lot of times we're asking, why are things the way they are? But that's not a why. That's hopelessness. It's a difference. Your divine why should give you purpose for your living. Your real why should bring meaning to your struggle. Allah, the Holy Quran said, desires not to place a burden on us. We've been in America for over 400 years dealing and suffering with slavery and death. Is that right? But Allah desires not to place a burden on you. The time is measured. But he desires to purify you and I. At the time of the fall of America, that the most honorable Elijah Muhammad told us would happen, he's going to bring you and I out at the same time, at a certain time period. But it said Allah desires to purify you, that you would turn to him again and give thanks. It's not easy to give thanks in the middle of a trial, is that right? But if you realize and had faith that your victory and success will assured, when you achieve that victory, you'll realize that moment, that pain, that trial was a part of the victory. All praise is due to Allah. Y'all all right? Yes, sir. All praise is due to Allah. We have to see the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan as an extension of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. We have to see Minister Farrakhan as an extension of Master Fard Muhammad's promise to us. The mission of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is to give life, not to destroy life, but to give life. I'm going to close on this. He said, if we are really in tune with the prophets and their writings, the religion should never lose its power to transform. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said the scripture is speaking of both a spiritual and a physical change. He said that the change that it is talking about is a change in the spiritual rulership and a change in the political rulership. What happens when there is a disconnect between heaven and earth? If the sun does not draw water up from the earth's surface into the earth's rotation, which is called gravitation, forming what is called a cloud, and if the wind does not drive that cloud over an earth that is dead and rain down on that earth so that the seeds in the earth may swell, germinate, and come up, that we may eat and feed from the earth. There is a connection between what is above and what is beneath. But we don't have that connection anymore. That is why the human being is a suffering, and is a caricature of what God intended human beings to be. So we have been disconnected from God, is that right? We don't know our names, our culture, our original language, right? We have lost that because it has been deprived from us, taken from us. We are a people that have been destroyed, but God has come to raise us. And the good news is today that he raises a Messiah as an example of a man, a civilized man who has been raised. But then the minister tells us that self-improvement is the basis for community development and a worldwide movement. He teaches us that the knowledge of self is the knowledge of God. And when you learn more about God, you'll learn more about yourself. When you learn more about yourself, you'll learn more about who? God. But you're not going to learn about self and God from the educational system of this world. You're not going to learn about yourself in the religious system of this world. The only place to go today is God. And the nation of Islam is here after 95 years in the wilderness of North America. All praise is due to Allah. So this self-improvement is not like the self-help section in Barnes and Nobles. You got to understand our nature needs to be fed today. And when your why is more powerful than the trials and adversities that are in your life, you'll knock down every wall and open every door. You'll find the key out of your circumstances and your problems in your life, because Islam is mathematics and mathematics is Islam. So today our keynote presenter, Student Minister Roddy Muhammad, is traveling throughout the region. So we asked us to cover down. Our keynote presenter today will be Student Minister Joseph Muhammad, who is another study group coordinator, and our brother works with our national